Okay, back on my panel. Yeah, that's it. Good place for it. Alright, I got sidetracked for a day. So, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do today. Yeah, let's see. Where did I leave off? I marked the back side of this one. So that's the pulley going around here. And I put my 2 holes in there, but I screwed up, made 3s instead of 5/16. Minor problems. Okay. So we did all this in the last video, but a few days ago now. I gotta figure out where the hell I left off at. Great camera view here. That's called working with one hand, a two-handed project. Okay, here we go. Okay, so everybody liked my full coverage idea here. So that's what we're going to do. Now I got to bend this thing up here somewhere. So how far is my marks really off over there? Pretty far off. So I need to move that in a little bit so you got room for a big ass foot. Now that I got my boots on instead of my bare feet, I need to have room for my feet up there. Okay, so first thing is you gotta have about 1 inch here straight area to hold it if you mount to. And the next thing is we need to have it bent in right here through the pulley. But it's got to be right here on the edge. It can't be way back here. The pulley's right here. So you see the difference between here and here is not much. If I stretch that to really close dimension there, you only got basically 1 inch in here to really work with. 1.25 inches max to get your offset in here. So it's going to be a pretty severe deal. Now, do we bend it now or later? And then how do we bend it? And what do we bend it around? So the less distance you have to bend in, the sharper the bend has to be. So you can't have a big radius. So I wanted to kind of move it in quite a bit, but alright, so I have to figure out how we're going to do this. So I'm thinking we're going to need something fairly severe to do it with. The next thing is, do you bend it with all this extra metal on here to make it hard, or do we cut this metal away so it's easier to bend? I kind of like the idea of getting rid of all the metal so I can see where the pulley is when it's actually mounted. I'll probably wind up putting that hole in there, but I need to bend it before I can put the hole in there. So I can't have it easy. Alright, so I guess that means we're going to cut it. And I got to figure out what I'm going to bend it on. So I'm making this radius like on my tool bench here is about the ideal radius to use. And not my table like right down here, which is sharp. So we have a nice table right here that we can probably clamp to and do our bending. Be a press brake almost, except be like a folding brake. Okay, let's see here. Camera's in my way. Let's see, I dug out my shear. So I think I can cut this. This is a big shear here. Like that. Goes down like that. Okay, so if I hold this down with something, I think I can cut this aluminum with it. So what do we got that we can hold this down with? Pretty soft. So I'm thinking a hydraulic press is probably the answer. Keep the guillotine down so you don't cut your fingers off. Alright, this is the little handle here that I got to use with it. Alright, so I think I'm going to go over here. Leftovers from bending crap. Alright, let's see how we can do this. Alright, that should be out of the way enough. Alright, let's get it a little bit further apart than that. About there. Alright. Oh, it's heavy. Give me a small tool, they're so heavy. They're made out of cast iron. Okay, so we need to make some support for that. There's some support right there. Slide it over a little bit. Can't be in the way of that though, so go this direction. The disadvantage of this is it's in the way of me cutting. Alright. Put some metal in there to equalize the height. Okay. Piece of 1/8 inch, piece of 3/16. Let's see, how big is that back there? Looks like the bigger number. Ooh, that is sharp right there. Don't push against the edge. Okay. Not exactly flat, is it? Surprisingly. Okay. That on that side. This on this side. Hey, it's pretty flat now. Okay. Okay. Not sure what this is, but looks good. Actually works better. It's loose either way. Alright. Take our metal, put it in here. I'm going to slice the piss out of this thing. Let's see how good it works. Oh, it cuts like butter. That's nice. Works great until you bottom out over here. Look at that. Nice good sharp edge. Cut yourself on. Perfect. Let's go this direction now. Good. I get some extra aluminum for making something out of. Okay. I'm going to leave this back side here. Okay, see if you can cut this away up here a little bit more. Some pressure to hold that. Alright, there's no way of making this turn. These are kind of committed on straight edges. break it off. Alright, here we go. It's roughed out. Pretty sharp. There's my cut line. So I'm not going to cut to here. You can see my line over here. A little rough right there. Rub that off so you don't cut yourself on that. Burrs. Alright, this got bent somehow. I got my flattening tool right here. Do the same thing up here. Okay. Be careful of the sharp edges here. Might get you. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and roll this over a little bit more off the edge over here. Good. Okay. Not too bad. This up a little bit through here. I think I can work with that. Alright, that worked pretty good. Not bad. Happy with that. I'll go over here and do some deburring over here so I don't cut myself. Nothing worse than slicing the piss out of yourself for no reason. Get a little lube on there so it doesn't load up the wheel so bad. CRC multi-purpose everything. Looks good for this. Pretty sharp here. So use a file on this stuff. So you need to file it. A nice curved file to go through here. to be a sharp edge in here, so when you start bending it cracks right there. So make sure you got a nice radius going. We are going to be bending it right through that area. Okay, that looks good. This works pretty good for doing this. You can also use a deburring tool, which is this thing. Put the correct blade on there. This one's dead. Dead to the world. So the one that's 90 degrees shaped is for cast iron, fracturable materials. The one that has like a knife edge to it is for steels, aluminum, plastics, stuff like that, stuff that leaves a chip. So this here you just run across the surface like that. And this leaves a nice radius because it's a profile cut, so it's a really nice finish. Works really good on straight lines, not too much for corners. Going around radiuses, not very good. Got to be able to pull it straight. Alright. Knock off some of the sharp corners so we don't nail myself. The blood you save might be your own. All right. Still pretty sharp down here. File, you do have some more control over your filing than a deburring tool, because this you're controlling what you're cutting, not the radius, not the form tool. Flatten my angle out of my file and get real flat, knock off the burrs, and kind of roll as you do it, make a radius. Alright, that's deburred pretty good, so I don't have to worry about cutting myself. Alright, blow this off, because now I'm covered with chips everywhere. Alright, there you go. Yeah, we'll be back. Noise is on.